Hey there, folks. Now, those of you who have been following my adventures will not be even remotely surprised to find out that I am heavily medicated. Unfortunately, none of them are the fun kinds of medication, the kind that, you're not supposed to operate heavy machinery after you're taking them. No, they're all for boring stuff. They're diabetes or high blood pressure or preventing strokes. Even the psychoactive ones, Paxil and Wellbutrin, they're just boring antidepressants. I mean, if I was to take a large dose of them, I'd just get sick. That's how modern pharmacology keeps you from having fun. Anyway, the closest thing I have to the fun kind of drug, the kind that people abuse, is Xanax. And given its effect on me, I'm kind of wondering, I can understand getting them via illicit means if you don't want to, if it's cheaper or whatever. But I don't know how you can really abuse it because, I take one and then I'm not anxious. That's it. It's not a high. I guess maybe if I was a high anxiety type, I consider myself to have an anxiety disorder called social anxiety, but not like other people. There are people with serious anxiety problems that are much, much worse than mine. And they freak out at just anything or nothing. Their panic responses on a hair trigger that just it boggles the mind to even imagine. Myself, I am, despite my having a panic disorder, I'm a fairly calm guy. Now, a lot of that is because I've recovered from said panic disorder. I wasn't a calm person for a long time. I was pretty crazy, actually. But, I don't understand how you abuse Xanax. It must be that if you take enough of it, it produces some other effect. Or, again, if you, to suddenly remember where I was going with that, if you had one of the really serious panic disorders where you're panicking all the time, then Xanax could be a miracle drug to you. And being anxiety-free is even more of a high, or, well, even more of a wonder to you than it is to me. My Xanax, when I'm on the Xanax and the panic is just gone, the anxiety is just gone. It's kind of nice. It's not exciting. It's not a high exactly. It's a lack of a malfunctioning panic response. One that, in a sense, in me, it's always going on. Even when I sleep. So, yeah, anxiety, it's a bitch. Between anxiety and depression is preferable. At least depression you can live with. At least my kind of depression. What they call the dysthymic depression, which just means you have a low mood all the time. But, I don't have depressive episodes where my depression gets much, much worse and that's when I'm in danger of self-harm and things like that. That's why I've never, that's why despite having suffered from depression for 30 years, I've never been hospitalized. Although, I don't know, maybe if I was, it would do me a lot of good. Maybe I should have my head examined. Who knows? Anyhow, yeah, so I'm not the dramatic kind of depressive. I'm the kind that just kind of lives in the background of the world and just kind of survives. I'm trying to improve on that. I'm trying to get myself into more than mere survival, more than just getting through the day with as little pain and suffering as possible and, keeping myself occupied. I'm trying to get something more into my life, something more meaningful, more substantial, possibly even resulting in me getting money. That would do a lot for my self-esteem to get actually paid for something I do. But yeah, I've had the depression for 30 years, and so fighting it is not going to happen overnight. Every day I get a little bit better. Every time I make a video or write on my blog, some more of the suppressed emotions get out, and I get a little better. And hopefully someday I'll reach a tipping point and actually start feeling good. That's an amazing thought. Anyhow, I guess that's all for me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.